Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you live from the outskirts of the internet. This is the Gaming Saloon for March 21st, 2014. With your host, Peacemaker2448 and Rampant Epsilon.
No Glock today,
Apparently not.
as of right now.
Yeah. Watch he hops in halfway through the show after we cover the thing he might be interested in.
Oh, probably.
Alright.
And I'm sporting the new look, by the way, for the Twitch stream.
Ooh. Alright.
And that actually means I actually got the TGS image to overlay the screen capture that I've got. So, yay!
Yay. Alright.
Uh,
We got a little grab bag of news. Kind of all over the place, including something I'm surprised I haven't like heard a firestorm over, which I don't know whether it's good or bad.
Could be a
Like,
combination of the two.
yeah, it's a weird situation. Anyway, but first up, Microsoft is ending a service that I didn't even know they had. Like, seriously, I had no clue that they had this service available.
I didn't
Uh,
either.
Microsoft is ending their 360 subscription scheme.
Now, what is
Apparently,
this, you say?
yeah, the program allowed consumers to pay $99 for a 4 gig Xbox 360 with Kinect, and then pay a monthly fee of $15 over a 2-year period. It was launched back 2 years ago in May.
Yeah. I never heard about this.
I think that probably is why they're shutting it down, because a lot of people probably didn't care, and a lot of people didn't hear about it because they didn't promote it that well. The Mr. David Dennis from Microsoft said the program was intended to be a pilot from the start, and Microsoft routinely adjusted the mix of offers available to its customers, and this charge was simply standard business practice, he said to Wall Street Journal. They never guessed how successful it was. Many believe that it would eventually be adopted for the Xbox One. Of course, the long-term cost was about $459.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that probably killed interest too. It's like, wait a minute, I'm paying more for this thing at the end of it, aren't I? Yeah, yeah, you are. You're paying about PS3 launch prices, which that was kind of crappy to begin with.
True.
So yeah, I I had no idea they had this kind of type of service to begin with, and it sounds like a good idea until you look at the long-term price of it and realize that you're actually paying more for the Xbox than if you would just to go out and buy it.
Okay. Yes and no. Think of these rent to own places that you've got all over the place. If you went somewhere like that, you would probably be paying even more than that.
Yeah.
So, really, it's not a bad idea. It's just not really a practical idea.
Yeah, because how many people want to actually do that?
Not too many.
Yeah, because I would think like something like this would actually, might get coverage, and we hear about it when it went kaput. Probably shows how little it was promoted and how little people cared about it.
Yeah.
There probably just wasn't that much interest in it to begin with. But anything else to say before we move on?
No.
Alright, moving on. We have a little update on the Mighty Number 9 Kickstarter project.
Awesome.
We've got... I wouldn't say a lot of gameplay footage, but we're seeing the game in motion a good bit. Because bear in mind, this is probably still beta.
True.
I mean, it wasn't till because there's a video on the same YouTube page that showed, yeah, from like last month that showed Kenji Inafune actually playing the game. So it's a working build. That's probably like nowhere near final. But we get to see Mighty Number 9 in motion. So, ooh. We also get introduced to all of the mighty numbers. And that pretty much means the bosses in Beck. Alright, y'all queued up and ready?
Yep.
Alright, starting it up in 3, 2, 1, go.
This game is a work in progress.
This was also shown at GDC this past week. Yeah, but that is Kenji Inafune actually playing the game.
Huh.
Oh, looking at the dash.
That, and I'm kind of glancing through the stuff
Oh,
for the mighty numbers because I'm not wasting. I'm not sitting there right now trying to read it.
yeah, I had to freeze, had to pause it to read it all. Granted, I do that all the time with videos. It's like, oh, you need me to read something? Pause. I will say, all the mighty numbers look unique.
Yeah.
Although I'm not quite sure what the dash does when it goes through the enemies. Although if that's healing or getting some type of energy or something, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, it's healing. That's a neat little idea. There also seems to be a timing mechanic with it. And it can help you platform from the looks of it. And we get to see a little bit of an actual level. Instead of just a test level, essentially. That's pretty much it. Except for the little thing at the end of that, I'm not sure what's supposed to be hinting at.
I'm not either.
So, what you think of Mighty Number 9 in motion? Or our first good look at Mighty Number 9 in motion.
Looks even better than what we were hoping out of it.
Yeah. It looks really nice. I wonder if it's running on like next gen hardware.
I don't know. Because I know the Kickstarter was started before all the next gen hardware was getting out there.
Yeah. Well, it has this kind of shininess to it that I noticed out of next gen games. You have no clue what I mean by that, do you?
Uh-uh.
It's just every time I look at the next gen game, I notice it has this like shininess quality to it. Like everything's a little bit shiny.
Hmm.
I'm not sure if that makes any goddamn sense,
Not really,
but
but
that's how I noticed some of the next gen games are. They have a little bit of a shine to them in the engine, like everything's a little bit shinier. I don't know. It may
mm,
just be talking insane things, which is entirely possible. All right. Any other thoughts?
mm, no.
All right. Next up, Steam will be offering tools to users to report inappropriate game content.
So we're gonna
Uh,
get our fancy report button in Steam.
apparently, but apparently you'll be able to report inappropriate content like pornographic material or themes, content that violates a law in certain jurisdictions, hate speech, child exploitation, is fraudulent in some type of malware, etc. Or is fraudulent or is some type of malware, etc. News comes from an image posted by Steam database. It's similar to Steam tags, which allows you to add text tags to individual games and software on their associated Steam store pages. New review system. It's going to be working in tandem with the new review system, tags, and new tools that allow developers to configure Steam sales and discounts. Well,
Hmm.
it joins this new plethora of features. Because some of these categories are very broad, it will be interesting to see how Valve tweaks them so they can't be used to abuse game developers whose content might be found to be offensive by a small minority of people. There are some great examples mentioned by comments on the Steam DB Twitter feed following the publication of the image. Which,
Okay.
that's a valid point.
Okay. But there is a way. If there's a group, if you've got one division of Valve that is just focused on looking over all these abuse reports, then that can be kept out of it.
Yes.
And you could set it up to where, like, okay, if you've got a game that's getting 100,000 views a day,
Mm-hmm.
if 20,000 of those people are abusing it, then it throws a flag up and then they've got to check it out themselves.
Yes, the last thing they need to do is go through YouTube's reporting system,
Yeah.
which is, oh, it's reported. Beep.
Yeah.
There's no review. There's just you're down. There's no double check just to make sure this is not something stupid.
Yes. So
Wait,
let's go report everything and shut it all down at once.
yes, that's the like. I'm sorry, but that's the problem with YouTube's system.
Yeah.
You are guilty before you're innocent.
And you've got to fight to prove your innocence.
Yeah, which it shouldn't need to be that way. If you are reported for the content, there needs to be a check there to go. Okay, you're fine, and you're just being attacked by trolls. Because,
It,
that shit happens on the fucking internet.
you know, it needs to be something like the content ID matches. A lot of our videos we've came up with the whole third party content used.
Yeah,
And if we acknowledge it, then it's fine. Everyone's happy. We keep moving on.
yeah,
If we try to decline it and say it's ours, then that I would venture to say we would start a whole hell of a shithole.
yeah.
So I mean, why can't it
And
be
the
like that?
yeah. Although the acknowledging, I think the matching of third party content prevents monetization immediately. So
It
you do
does.
have to fight. Yes.
Yeah, I know. But something like us that we're not monetized for
Yeah.
all of our stuff, then
Yeah. Yeah. As long as Steam learns from YouTube and goes, we need to have actual people check this and not just leave it to the bots. I think we'll all be good.
Oh, I'm sure Valve will know better than to do that.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, they've
granted,
not screwed up majorly yet. I mean, all companies have their bumps down the road. So I'm
yeah,
not going to say that somewhere that I've not noticed they ain't had some screw up, but yeah.
yeah, but I'm not gonna lie in saying that it won't be a daunting task to be a part of that. To be one of those people who checks that, because you'll be checking God knows how many games a day
Hell, I
because of the
wouldn't
system.
mind.
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, it's for the better. You need people to check this because, like I said, trolling happens on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
Shit happens like that. To say it doesn't and that any reports are legitimate off the bat is stupid.
Okay, all I've got to say is anyone that thinks that trolling doesn't exist on the internet, yeah, just type in trolling in YouTube, and I guarantee it to you, you'll find 500 pages of stuff.
Yeah, it's. I'm sorry, but this exists. It is a facet of the internet culture. This shit happens. People report shit for no goddamn good reason. Why? Because they want to. They don't care. They just do it, and it happens. So you need people there to check it. You need something there to be that little bit of shield to block out most of the trolling. Because I'm sure that some will fall through the cracks. It'll just happen that way. But it's better to prevent most of it than to just go, all reports are legitimate. Which is kind of how YouTube system is. All reports
Uh-huh.
are legitimate. Doesn't matter. All right. Guess we can move on to Aztez.
I guess so.
I believe that's how you pronounce it. Uh, it's a new little game that's coming out on the PlayStation 4 and Vita. Came across this while looking up articles, and I'm like, this looks interesting. Kind of reminds me of Mad World and style. It's coming from Team Colorblind in Arizona. Action game. Ben Ruse, artist and combat designer from Colorblind, has given us this entire article. Give us a little bit of information. I'm trying to grab the important things. Do, 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 do. Bayonetta looks to be an inspiration. AVP looks to be an inspiration. Classic Devil May Cry is an inspiration. Grabbing from all the fun action games of past years.
Mm-hmm.
Also, an empire management strategy game. That's an interesting little mix.
Hmm.
And from the little gifs, it looks interesting.
Yeah,
Shall we look at the video?
we shall. Waiting on you.
All right, starting it up in three, two, one, go. You clicked onto the YouTube version, didn't you?
No.
Oh. Loud as fuck.
Yes. I had to turn it down in my mixer. Okay, that actually looks interesting.
Yeah. Looks like a neat little game.
Not so sure about the whole PS4 side of it, but it looks like a definitely good Vita one.
Yeah.
That PS4 side of it, there, I'm kind of like,
Well, I think
maybe.
if it's gonna be like a PlayStation 4 title, this seems like perfect for PSN.
Yeah,
I'll
I'd say it being 4 and Vita, it probably is PSN.
yeah. Yeah, it looks cool. Of course, we have like no release date on it, so it's coming some point between now and when the PS4 and Vita like shut down. So
Should be soon because it says at the beginning of the article that um, he's been working on it for 2 years now.
yeah, so it should be close. Maybe this would be something we get in the fall.
Now, which fall is going to be the question?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Alright. So we can move on to a little bit of XCOM related news. Kind of.
Kind of.
More personnel than anything else. XCOM UFO defense creator Julian Golub has launched a crowdfunding campaign for the next game, Chaos Reborn, a reboot of one of his 1985 ZX Spectrum games, Chaos: The Battle of the Wizards.
Hmm.
You get to customize your own wizard and go head to head against 5 other people. It seeks 1,880,000 by April 17th. At the time of the article writing, which was March 18th, it was at 50,000, and at the time of the recording of this podcast, it's at 76,000. Getting towards 77,000, so they're getting there.
3 days, it's went up 27,000
Yeah,
roughly. It's not bad.
no,
It should make it.
yeah. Of course, that's the risk you run with Kickstarter. All right. It's been in development since November 2012, and a prototype was shown off earlier this month, and it can be seen in action in the video.
Hmm.
So we get to see this game in motion.
Yay.
Yay.
Queued up and ready.
Alright. Also, it's loud as fuck.
Yeah, but this one's got a volume control.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, it's like, oh no, 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 no. I want to blow my damn ears out again. I probably bleed through into the mic too.
Probably.
Alright. Starting it up then in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay.
My name is Julian Goller. I've been
Video
designing
froze,
computer
but
and
the
video
audio
games
kept
for over
playing.
32
Alright.
years, including the award-winning XCOM UFO Defense, one of the highest-rated PC games of all time.
Hi, I'm Ken Levine. I'm the creative director of Irrational Games, and I'm really here to talk to you today, not as a creative director of Irrational Games, but as a fan of XCOM, a fan of Julian.
Well, that's
I haven't made a game quite like it, but I've always wished I could. It's 20 years old now, and it's something I still think
getting
about.
some help from Mr. Kevin Levine. That's something.
In all my years of designing video games, there is one game that stands out with unrealized potential.
Also from Irrational
That game
Games.
is called Chaos, originally published in 1985.
Nice little connection to our previous episode, concerning what we talked about
Now I want to bring you
Yeah.
a new game called Chaos Reborn, based on that cult classic, and it's a strategy RPG game for PC, Mac, and Linux.
Linux is going to
And when I
get
found
some
out he was
love
doing,
too.
Another strategy game, Chaos Reborn, I got personally very excited about it because I haven't been able to play a new, Julian Gollop game in a while.
This game reminds me a little bit of
Chaos
D&D,
Reborn is a
but not
quick-time,
in
turn-based
like
game with
gameplay or anything, but
nail-biting
in like
decisions and changes of fortune
art
from
style.
one turn to the next.
yeah,
In the
the
game, you play
the
the role of a
characters.
wizard armed with
Yeah.
just a small selection of spells in a confined
I
arena.
wonder if that's on purpose or that's just
And with
because
that,
they don't have any
you
animations
to
up for
remain
them
as
yet.
the last wizard standing.
Might just be because they don't have any
Many of the spells in the
animations.
game are creature summoning spells.
I'd
and
hope
each
not, because I
creature
kind of
has
like
unique
that
qualities and
as a
attributes. The
style.
giant with his huge rock on his shoulder, the tiny dwarf but stubborn and resistant, or the flying chaotic beast, the manticore with the sting in his tail.
Oh, they do have
Other
animations.
spells in the game
Oh, so
include magic
okay, I
missiles
like
and
that. It's a
magical
style
attacks, which have
approach
immediate
then.
effect.
They have a little bit of animation
And
to
then there are
them.
weird and wonderful spells, such as a fantastic gooey blob that spreads across the map, engulfing enemies. But Chaos Reborn is much more than just an arena game. There's a whole strategy RPG behind it. You can explore the realms of chaos, fighting enemy wizards, acquiring spells and equipment and magic items and treasures along the way. You can fight in co-op mode with friends. You can trade items of equipment and your spells. Or you can join a guild and gain guild rankings. I've been working on Chaos Reborn for the past year, building my team and making a playable prototype of the game. Now, I want your help to put my small but talented team to work full-time and bring you Chaos Reborn within the year. This is the sequel that Chaos players have been waiting for 30 years.
I think that this is a really great opportunity, both as a gamer and a lover of games. When Julian asked me to speak in support of what he's doing, it wasn't even a question. I can't wait to see what Julian's going to come up with.
As a backer, you can get early access to playable versions of the game, but please also check out the other cool rewards. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you can be part of Chaos Reborn.
It certainly looks interesting.
Yeah.
I also noticed that Shake News has a crowdfunding policy, which I think is a good thing to have. It's like, look, we're not promoting any Kickstarter unless they have a prototype. Well, front page coverage. Yeah, it looks interesting. Granted, I've never heard of the previous game.
Me neither.
Great. Granted, I didn't hear about XCOM until XCOM Enemy Unknown, really. So, yeah. It looks interesting. I like the whole like D&D style approach with the it looks like little statues as your units. I dig it. Anything else to say?
No.
Alright. Moving on. We're going to be talking about half an article because of something that came out today, essentially. Because originally, we were talking about the rumor involving Assassin's Creed Unity. Well, scratch that rumor part, and we are going to be talking about Assassin's Creed Unity. Pretty much, because it got confirmed today with the teaser trailer that we'll look at after this. But there's a little more here than just Unity. Because from what I'm reading, there's another Assassin's Creed game that apparently is being rumored. I wonder, does it say it at all? Oh, wow. Does not. Yeah, but apparently there's another Assassin's Creed game in the works besides Unity. But Unity will be out this fall. And we're going to be dealing with the French Revolution. Which, I got to learn about that a little bit in terms of literature this semester. Because of English Lit. So, oddly appropriate for me. Let's see. Anti-century Paris during the French Revolution. Yep, just one of two Assassin's Creed games that were released this year. From Kotaku, it'll be specifically for PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. While second project, Comet, will be released on PS3 and 360. One or both are also said to be coming to PC. Anonymous source provided a screenshots that show Parisian landmarks like Notre Dame and the Seine River? That's not how it's pronounced, I know. It also shows new parkour up and parkour down commands assigned to the A and B buttons respectively. If legitimate, this would align with earlier rumors that Unity was set against the Fresh Revolution and star a new assassin called Arno. Producer Jade Redmond told Adweek last month that her game was to be set in her favorite historical era. You can click on the Kotaku article to see the supposed screenshots.
Hmm.
Which I like the look of the new assassin. I like how they try to work in the assassin look into whatever era they're in. This it looks definitely of the times of like 18th century European at least.
Yeah.
Flintlock in the back. Sword looks actually a rapier from the looks of it. So probably focus on fencing more than anything. But yeah, that's neat. So now we get to move on to the actual confirmation of this is
This
real.
is the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, other Assassin's Creed comment. Yeah, that's the short and long of it. So yeah, now we get to see the teaser,
I
which
did
is the
not.
second video.
I was gonna say it's the second one, ain't it? Because I did
Yeah.
not realize there was 3 on this page until just now.
Yeah. And also you can see down there in the third video of Ubisoft hasn't really planned the end for Assassin's Creed.
Hmm.
It kind of annoys me a little bit, but eh. I would think as a storyteller, you would kind of have an idea of where your story ends. Just personally.
Yeah, but if you just keep rolling with the flow, then I mean, eventually you'll have an end.
True. And with how Assassin's Creed's went, it seems like they are essentially going, alright, we're just going to work our way through history, not really by century, but by, like, certain historical events. And we'll eventually get to modern times where we're either ending the franchise or starting the franchise anew. I'm not sure.
I kind of hope they don't take the Call of Duty plan with it and try to come up with stuff. Because, yeah, that never ends well.
It'd be nice if they like worked their way to the modern era and kind of finished off this like big story arc they've had since the first game in terms of the modern setting. It'd be nice if then they go, okay, now we can kind of do different things with this, because I think Assassin's Creed in the Old West would be kind of interesting, or Assassin's Creed in Japan would be interesting,
Yeah.
especially maybe I don't know, would feudal era be too old for it, or I would think feudal era Japan wouldn't be too old for Assassin's Creed to roll with. Granted, that's a bit too obvious, but of course, Assassin's Creed would also fit right in with the Cold War. And I'm sure if we're dealing with 18th century French Revolution, the Cold War is either the next game or the following game after that.
It's going to be soon, kind of deal.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's not the next game, I would suspect the next game would be like World War One, World War Two era. Because you want a global, so those two. You got your global conflicts there. Then you get a whole lot of stuff to play with. All right, ready?
Yep.
Starting it up in 3, 2, 1, go. This is alpha game footage.
By Ubisoft.
The next gen starts here. Okay.
I thought it started a few months ago.
Yeah. Hmm. Now I wonder if any of the people I've read stuff concerning the French Revolution are actually going to be in the game.
Probably.
Because Thomas Paine wrote stuff for the French Revolution. Of course, it'll be interesting to see how they play the revolution to begin with, because not everyone was for it back then. Because everyone was cool with it until the streets ran red with blood, essentially. And it was like, oh, nope, 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 nope. We're taking 5 steps back. Yeah. We're not for a physical revolution, more of a mental, spiritual revolution. Because, yeah, the difference between the American Revolution and the British Revolution is the American Revolution was a war. French Revolution was a bloodbath. Because people were getting executed left and right via the guillotine. Yeah, I'm curious to see how they're going to play the revolution.
Well, how historically accurate have they been so far?
The only thing I would have experience with would be 3 in terms of the actual history. And I haven't played 3 that much, so I don't know.
Because I think that would come more into question from there. If they kind of played loosely with it and just did their own thing, but it didn't contradict history, then I would expect to see something like that. But I just, in light of how big of a hit this is, I just don't see them straying all that far away from the history behind it.
Yeah, I think they've kept fairly historically accurate, except when they needed to play things just a little bit differently for either gameplay or for storytelling purposes.
Right.
I would think.
That's what
So,
I would think too. So I mean, I'd venture to see I'd venture to say you will see a lot of stuff pretty accurate with
yeah.
it.
Well, I just wonder, how they're playing the French Revolution. Whether it's a Templar plot against assassins in charge, or it's assassins plot against Templars in charge. Because I don't think they've established who was Templar and who was assassin in terms of French Revolution era. Because I know they established like Washington was a Templar. Granted, that goes right along with actual history because Washington was a Templar, legitimately. But yeah, I wonder about that. I would think they'd probably go with assassins plot to overthrow Templars, but the king and queen of France were pretty much captured by civilians and locked up before they were executed.
Hmm.
Like that's literally a part of the French Revolution. They just stormed the palace and the Palace of Versailles and just took them.
Hmm.
So I wonder, it's like, I can go either way with that. I don't know.
That's going to be something we'll find out more probably at E3.
Yeah, E3 will be answering plenty of questions about things. Of course, I read somewhere where Microsoft has said it's a game-centric show this year.
Yeah, no doubt.
I
mean,
kind of have to go.
no one but Valve is having consoles this year.
Yeah. Of course it's game-centric. What the hell else would you be talking about? The Xbox 1.2.
I know, the Connect 3.
Oh god.
Because we need another one of those waste of airs. I still say the biggest flop with the Kinect, though, is not so much the hardware, it's the software.
Yeah. Yeah, because granted, Nintendo has that exact same problem, except on a larger scale because it's their whole damn console instead of just a peripheral. But yeah, it's just nobody wants to make things for the Kinect because it's like we don't know, we really don't have anything for this. We really don't. So no, we're not making games for it. And when someone decides to make a game for it, it's not that good.
Ever.
You have your like few standouts, but it's mostly shovelware.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly.
But, yeah. Uh, that's kind of one of those duh Microsoft. Of course it's going to be game-centric. What the hell did you think it was going to be?
Oh, it's gonna be Halo centric.
Mm-hmm.
Until they realized they needed more than just Halo.
Mm-hmm. Again.
Yeah, it would. The whole press conference would take like 30 minutes, and it'd just be like, "Here's Halo 5. Here's another Halo title. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for showing up."
Yeah, they could save a lot of time and just announce that it's going to be Halo 2 anniversary this year and Halo 5 next year and just be done with it.
Yeah,
Because at this point, that is all that we're lacking is confirmation. Because what other Halo could they be doing in such short notice?
Halo Wars 2.
They would have had to have been working on that and we would have heard something before now.
Aw. Oh wait, I know. It's that mobile game. What's the name of it? Halo something?
Spartan Assault.
Spartan Assault. It's Spartan Assault 2.
As much as that would not surprise me, I really hope it's not that.
What if they lead off the press conference by teasing Halo 5, but it turns out it's Spartan Assault 2? Oh,
the fan rage. The fan rage.
Granted, I was setting up a plot for that because I'm like, that's a beautiful troll. I love that.
I would love it if they did that simply for the fact of it would be something I would be sitting there laughing because you called it.
Yeah. It's just like we're gonna tease Halo 5, but you get that at the end of the show. But first, Halo Spartan Assault 2. Oh wait, no, Halo 3 ODST 2, because we're gonna go with the Persona Arena numbering scheme, just to confuse the shit out of everybody.
That sounds like a good idea. That actually sounds like a good idea.
What, ODST 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
that's what's bad. That actually sounds like a good idea.
yeah,
Yet I have a feeling we're going to have Halo 2 anniversary. And quite frankly, everyone, PC and console, know that Halo 2 was probably the worst one out of the whole series.
I know it was the one I sucked at the most.
And when I say that, I'm excluding Halo Wars because that had mixed opinions there.
Yeah.
Hard mixed opinions.
Yeah.
The people that liked Halo did not really care for that, and then the people like you, like the strategies, were liking it. So yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I like it as a strategy game. As a Halo game, I'm like, it's a Halo game. It's something that has almost nothing to do with any other game. Literally. And it's sequel bait. It's so hard. And we're never going to get a sequel.
Because it never went over too well.
No. And it's bad, and that's bad because it was a decent strategy game.
But there's just not a big calling for strategy games, and that's the problem.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I exclude that one for that reason right there.
Yeah.
But everyone knows Halo 2 was the weekend.
Yeah.
Even when they ported it to PC, people were like, C's better. So I mean, they couldn't even port it and get anything better.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, damn.
Yeah. The only reason I sucked is because there wasn't a decent automatic weapon.
Yeah, I know. And I
Like if
think
there was
that
a
could be another thing that if they did 2 anniversary, that would bomb.
yeah.
They would have to try to find a way to merge the multiplayer in with like Halo 4's. That way you've got the combination.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
But just me personally, as much as I'm good with precision weapons, at the end of the day, I rely on an automatic weapon when I'm right in front of somebody's face.
agreed.
That assault rifle is supremely useful up close.
And it's a hell of a lot better than that damn SMG.
That SMG is a piece of shit.
Yes, it is. Only automatic weapon in the game, excluding the plasma rifle. And the only thing you can do is shoot up a wall with it.
Yeah, isn't there two plasma rifles? Like, there's the elite one and the brute one, and they're slightly different from each other.
There is, but I don't fool with classifying them as different. The only difference is the brute one shoots quicker.
Okay, I knew there was a slight difference besides paint job.
Yeah. Anyone that
Granted,
says that's a red one is full of shit. That's a pink one.
it's pink.
It's a real dark pink. That ain't no freaking red.
Oh, okay. I was like, it's red. I was thinking it's like it's kind of red-ish. I knew it was like a shade of red, but I didn't think it was like a deep pink.
That looks more like a dark pink than a dull red. I know what it was supposed to be, but it did not turn out that way.
Hang on, let me look because it's been so long since I've actually seen that plasma rifle.
I know, they kind of got rid of some of the good weapons.
Oh, okay. The blue plasma rifle has its own page on Halopedia. Oh yeah, it's a deep pink.
Yeah.
Right, that this one shot gives it a bit of an orange tint.
It depends on the lighting.
Yeah,
It really does.
yeah.
Like I said, I know it was supposed to be red, but yeah, that ain't red.
Yeah, it goes from an orange to a deep pink, depending on lighting. So, I don't know what the hell they did to the color on that. Although I'm glad they gave the brutes their own weapons in 3, because I liked some of them.
Yeah, I know.
The brute shot, like, was probably the best one for me.
Agreed.
Alright.
But
Guess, yeah.
yeah, we got way off topic.
Yeah, I guess we can move on to there. Talking about, we're going to talk about more something in general and less the article. The article's kind of there as an example. Now, for some of you folks, if you remember way back when, we had a rumor that Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes would be extremely short, even for its price tag at $30, which it is $30 for a physical copy, 20 for digital. Because I went to GameStop yesterday to pick up an eShop card. It was $30 for the PS3. Same for the PS4 too, I believe.
Hmm.
But yeah. And the article says it best. Ground Zeroes can be completed in 10 minutes. The main story, 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not an exaggeration. That is legitimately possible without really speedrunning. I watched someone play the game for the first time. Wednesday, I believe. It was Tuesday or Wednesday. He completed it in less than an hour. Less than an hour. About 49 minutes.
Jeez.
It is extremely short. And in 10 minutes, that's with skipping cutscenes.
Why would you want to pay for a game that short?
Well, it's a good-looking game.
Yeah, but is it really $20 good looking?
Next-gen hardware. Fox engine.
I say again, is it really $20 good looking?
I mean,
I mean,
Pro
damn.
Jared summed it up best in his 1-minute review. Excluding how long it is, he gave it an 8 out of 10. Excluding how long it took to complete it. It was an 8 out of 10 from Pro Jared. And I respect his reviews. Like, it is a beautiful looking game. From what I've heard, the controls are fantastic. It's a great open world game. All the mechanics are great. It's all there. It's just
Short
fucking
as
2
fuck.
hours at best to complete everything. It's the problem. Yeah, I'm gonna click through, see if. Wonder if this is a next gen hardware. Yeah, you can look and see for yourself how it looks. Which this game looks gorgeous because it's running on the new Fox engine. But yeah, it is. And here's the thing that surprises me. I'm surprised more people haven't we haven't gotten a firestorm out of this.
I know.
And I'm starting to think, is it because it's Metal Gear? Or is it because people are looking at the situation and not being like about it and actually having a conversation about this and not starting shit?
It's a good question.
Because from what I've heard, Kojima himself has even said, yeah, it's not worth the price tag. His own game that he did voice work for because he's in the damn game says it's not worth the price tag.
Which that says something right there.
Yeah. Which they were also kind of honest about it. Beforehand, they were saying it was a prologue.
Maybe that's
It's-
what it is. Maybe
Yeah.
since they came out and said that, people are more like, well, they planned for it to not be that long, so
Yeah, I think it kind of caught everybody by surprise just how long it is. Because it's not that long. Like I said, you can beat this in an hour. Main story of the game, done in an hour. Extra content, you'll get maybe another hour out of that, or 2, maybe. We're talking a length that isn't even as long as some arcade titles. That are priced at cheaper prices than this. Which I think this is all kind of... it's just caught me by surprise, because I'm like, wait, the internet's not starting shit because of this?
seriously.
Internet, you've surprised me today. You're not starting shit. I'm kind of happy, but I'm also going, there needs to be a conversation about this. To go, yeah, this won't fly. Yeah, this should have been the opening for Phantom Pain in like a year or so, because we don't know when Phantom Pain's coming out. This should have been the opening for that game. This should not have been its own thing.
True.
And that's the theory somebody had in chat when I was watching the stream, is that this was the prologue for the game that somebody higher up thought, hey, why don't we sell this as its own game to help kind of push people towards Phantom Pain coming up soon? Or, like, get some extra money for the project, for whatever reason. Which, that just sounds weird to say. Kojima Studios and Konami need a little extra cash for Phantom Pain, so they release this? Why? We know more than more than this is done of the game.
Yeah, but maybe they didn't want to get too far into the story, so they figured that this was a good point to get through.
I think from the trailers and what the information we know what the first hour of Phantom Pain is going to be like. It's picking up right after Ground Zeroes with all that hospital stuff we saw from the Phantom Pain trailer, plus the desert scene that we've seen. I don't remember. I think it was at E3, from what I've read, because that takes place directly after that. It's from there on that we don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, we don't even know what the hell's up with Quiet, the female sniper who dresses really skimpily. It's like, we know what I think you can piece together approximately the first hour of Phantom Pain. And if you throw in this in, that's 2 hours. And we know the desert stuff complete because we saw that working as a demo. Sped up, mind you, but it was working. So I don't know what the hell's going on with this. Unless it was just some dumb idea from somebody.
Sounds like that's what that turned into. Just some idea they thought was going to work out good, and it really didn't.
Yeah. Although I will say, I forgot his name, but they have somebody else new for Snake for this game. He does a really good job. Like, because I've been listening to a lot of David Hayter recently because I've been watching somebody's professional editing of various Metal Gear Solid games into movies. So about like 3 to 4 hour movies. So I've been listening to a lot of David Hayter. And this guy in that hour made me go, okay, he's a better voice actor than David Hayter for this character. Because the problem with David Hayter, he doesn't really have a lot of inflection in his voice.
Oh.
Like, he doesn't really do a lot of emotion with his voice. This guy does.
So he's a lot of monotone.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of the same scraggly Snake voice.
Huh.
But I forgot his name. Let me look real quick.
I was going to say I would not be of any help.
Yeah, and it's an actual actor. I know. Probably listed on his wiki page. Come on, load up. Kiefer Sutherland.
Ah.
I
Really?
forgot what he... Yeah. That's who's doing Snake in Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain.
I guess I could see that.
He does a good job. I mean, it's still kind of a scraggly, kind of old man voice that how Snake is, but he gives it a lot more emotion. Which was nice. Granted, Snake doesn't talk that much. But from what little we got, I'm like, oh, this sounds actually good. Because David Hayter doesn't really emote. He kind of says his lines in his voice. And he emotes a little bit, but not anywhere near where Sutherland's doing. So, course, I wasn't really that concerned about them changing voice actresses. I'm like, this shit happens all the time. I'm sorry, but I'm used to this. I'm used to the fact that Batman has like I think at least 4 different people who have played him voice wise. I think. Hell, one of my favorite franchises, James Bond, has I think at this point like 7 people, 8 people who have played the same character over the years,
Hmm.
and they've all done good jobs from one person to another. It just depends on, how each one did in their role.
Right.
Sean Connery did good. Daniel Craig's done good. Pierce Brosnan was all right. Yeah, you have that, and I'm like, yeah, they're all James Bond. They've all done them a little differently from each other, but they all have their good qualities. So I'm used to this. It doesn't break my immersion or break my sense of who the character is. It's just, yeah, there's somebody else playing the character. So the character's still being written by the same people. He's still a project done by the same people that have always done his stuff. So nothing's changed except the voice. And hell, this is a change for the better. Alright. Any other thoughts on this?
No.
Alright. Next up, we actually get to see something from Wolfenstein. And maybe we'll get third-party content matching from this trailer.
Maybe.
Maybe. That was our first third-party content match, I believe. Yeah, I believe it was. It was this.
That don't surprise me.
Alright, so we have a new trailer where we actually get to see something from the new Wolfenstein, the New Order, instead of just PG cutscene stuff. Y'all queued up and ready?
Yep.
Alright, starting up in 3, 2, 1, go. Apparently this is taken from the 3rd chapter of the game. Looks like we don't have all the sound effects yet.
Apparently.
Uh,
Just head back to the cabin. Avoid eye contact.
Sie können den Kaffee auf den Tisch abstellen. Das ist harmlos. Stellen Sie den Kaffee auf den Tisch ab. Augenblick mal. Lassen Sie sich mal ansehen. Ja. Sehr schöne arische Züge. Findest du nicht auch, Bobi?
Ja, mir gefallen seine Augen.
Bitte, setzen Sie sich. Entschuldigen Sie mein Benehmen. Ich bin Obersturmbannführer Engel. Und das ist mein liebreizender Begleiter. Das bist du doch, Bobi. Ich möchte Sie einem Test unterziehen. Damit lassen sich Spuren unreinen Blutes, die in den Adern einer Person fließen, feststellen.
Does it involve your golden gun
Ich bin
from
mir sicher, dass Sie
Bond?
es mit Leichtigkeit bestehen werden. Und wenn nicht, dann werde ich Sie erschießen. Haben Sie das verstanden? Wenn Sie nach der Waffe greifen sollten, sind Sie tot. Noch bevor Sie Ihre Entscheidung bereuen werden. Gut. Lasst uns anfangen. Wählen Sie das Foto, das Sie erregt. Wenn Sie wissen, was ich meine. Ach so. Und jetzt wählen Sie das Foto, das in Ihnen Glücksgefühle auslöst. Interessant.
That's weird.
Meinen Sie, dass dieser Mann unreines Blut hat, Bernhard?
Ich weiß nicht, Frau Obersturmann für...
Ja, das werden wir bald wissen, nicht
There's no
wahr?
command prompts for this.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Diesmal wählen Sie das Bild, das Sie am meisten mit Abscheu erfüllt. Ich hätte sagen sollen, dass das Ihre letzte Wahl ist. Also wählen Sie weise.
I guess he chose wrong.
Wow. Well then, I guess you're right there. I guess he was wrong.
Yeah,
And Glock will probably be hopping on here in a second.
I saw that. You missed out on the Assassin's Creed. Yeah, something you need to watch
Hey,
a second video.
exactly what you said. Watch him
Yeah.
wind up showing up after the thing he would be interested in.
Yeah. But, yeah, Wolfenstein looks alright. Didn't seem too noteworthy.
Not really.
Granted, that's really doesn't give you that much of an idea gameplay-wise. It's just, hey, pick a card. Oh, by the way, you done fucked.
Pick a card, any card. Wait, no, don't pick that.
Hey y'all.
Eh.
Hello. As Peace said at the beginning of the stream, you hop in after you've missed the one thing that you probably would be interested in. Do you want to tell him or do you want me to?
I was gonna wait for him to ask what it was.
It's probably about Watch Dogs.
Nope.
Nope.
Really?
No Watch Dogs this week.
What is it then?
Assassin's Creed.
Oh, you're talking about Assassin's Creed, Unity.
Yeah.
I saw that. It looks...
You see the trailer or the rumors? Because
I haven't seen the trailer, but I saw that it was posted on Facebook.
yeah, it was previously a rumor. It's no longer a rumor. Of course, that gives some credence to Comet, but there was no confirmation on Comet yet. You know about that?
No.
Apparently, alongside Unity, Assassin's Creed Comet will be coming out on PS3 and 360.
Comet?
Yeah, Comet, like shooting space thing, Comet.
Shooting space thing comment. I like that.
Yeah, of course, we don't know what the hell's up with Comet to begin with.
Or if that's
Whereas-
just a project name right now.
Yeah, because Unity, from the rumors, was actually accurate, that it is taking place in 18th century French Revolution. We don't know what the hell Comet's with. Maybe it's like, I don't know, taking place stateside? I don't know. I don't know where to go with that. Because I can kind of understand the Unity subtitle. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gonna ask about anything else we covered before you? You got on?
No.
Do you have the articles at the moment?
No, I'm trying to get to them now.
Oh, okay.
I've got the. My mind's kind of right now.
Oh. Well, you did talk about Ground Zeroes.
I really don't care about that game. It looks stupid, to be honest.
The Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes?
Yeah.
Oh. I was about to say, you remember when we talked about the rumor that it was going to be extremely short?
Mm-hmm. What
Ah,
they
yeah,
do
that's
add
true.
to it? Oh no, it is true.
Mm-hmm. You can beat in about an hour.
And if you try really hard, well, not really hard, but kind of hard, you could beat it in 10 minutes.
But other than that, the gameplay's good. It looks fantastic with the new Fox engine. But, yeah. It is short as fuck. And I'm surprised more people haven't raised hell over it. Because this seems like one of those things that the internet would be raising all the hell over, but nope. Plus, I'm just not looking in the right place for it.
Very possible that you're not looking in the right place for it.
Well, I was like expecting like websites like Game Trailers and IGN and other major websites to be like, oh, this game was, but no, not really. Cause I was expected to start with the major websites being like, oh, Ground Zero is as short as hell, and them to be tearing into the game because of it, but no, not really. It's like, yeah, it's short. And that's it.
I think, though, it was because they came out and said it's going to be short.
Yeah. They just didn't say how short. Which goes to show honesty when it comes to your product actually pays off in the long run. Because if you think about it, if they didn't say anything about how long it was, and then we come to now where it's like fucking like an hour in length, I would imagine people be starting shit over it.
Oh, yeah.
Then.
People would be flipping tables,
Yeah.
throwing controllers, and bitching people out, and all them other fun things.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem that case. It's like there's no hatred here. There's just disappointment. And hey, don't buy this. Rent it though, but don't buy it. It's like it's good enough for a rent, but don't buy it. Like honestly, this is like the perfect game. You can like go to Redbox, rent it for a day, and then beat it, and just turn it back in the same day. Literally.
Literally, yeah.
So how much would you actually pay considering you didn't have it for a whole day?
How much ever the daily rental price for Redbox is? I'm not sure. I think it's like $2 to $3, if that. It's not much. But yeah, talked about that. We talked about Microsoft ending a service that neither one of us have ever heard of. The fact that you can pay $99 for a 4 gig 360 with Connect and pay like $15 a month for 2 years. I got to look at Mighty Number 9. Steam doing a little reporting system. Hopefully, it's better than YouTube's.
Seriously.
Look at the Aztez. Looked at Chaos Reborn. And that
I
pretty
think
much
that's
is
pretty
it.
much, yeah.
Outside of the Wolfenstein trailer, you walked in
At the end
about
of.
when we were, yeah. Which wasn't the best judge of the game, just saying.
Yeah.
And I even questioned how interactive that was, because I'm like, where are the command prompts? Or they just understood to be move in A?
I guess it's just understood because I noticed that seemed to be like it, you were moving the head, and wherever you pressed A from moving your head was where he reached.
Yeah.
Or I guess you could technically say A/X.
Yeah. Depending on the console you're on.
Yeah.
Or well, not really the console, but the controller you're using.
Because
Yeah.
I would assume that uh, trailer there was done on a console, not on a PC.
Oh, yeah.
I would assume that. I might be completely wrong on that, but I would assume anyhow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, on the articles clock?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. We're on the last one. Before the releases.
So,
Do
yeah,
what?
as you said, moving on
Yeah.
to the last one.
Yeah, that last article before
Last
the
article,
releases.
Sorry, hang on, I'm getting on it now.
Yeah.
Gotta find it. There
Apparently,
it is.
Microsoft might be expanding the reward system a bit for good online behavior. Are we actually trying to curve the shitty online behavior that everyone comes to know and loathe?
And hate.
Yes. Let's see. Microsoft wants to encourage better behavior in online interactions on Xbox One by handing out rewards to players, while punishing players that engage in racist, sexist, homophobic, or generally unacceptable behavior while playing games online is always an option. Microsoft also wants to add a layer of incentive that might serve as a positive way to get players to behave themselves. During a talk at GDC 2014 aimed at ID at Xbox developers this week, Frank Savage, partner and development lead at Microsoft, said that rather than just punish players for poor behavior on Xbox Live, players may be rewarded for exhibiting exemplary behavior. If your reputation is soaring because you're just amazing player that everyone wants to be with, the Xbox Live reputation algorithm may recognize that fact and give you some type of special reward. Microsoft says that this is a way of saying, thanks for being such a good member of the community. Here's your reward. Hasn't determined what the awards might be because that part of Xbox Live reputation system is still in the brainstorming stages. So yeah.
Okay.
Microsoft.
I see problems with this.
Oh.
Big problems with this.
What are you thinking?
Okay. As it currently stands, anyone can report anyone for anything, or basically give them a negative rating for certain things.
Yeah.
You throw in a reward system for good behavior based off of the same concept that negative one is. What's going to happen? You're going to get a hell of a lot of trolls that decide, hey, I know a bunch of people on my friends list. Send a message to all of them telling them to give me good rating.
Yeah.
Damn it.
That's the double-edged sword of that this little system. Yes, anyone will report you as good or bad. But that leads to anyone can report you as good or bad. including everyone on your friends list. All what's the max number on your friends list?
100,
100.
unless they've upped it.
I don't think they have.
I don't think they have either.
Granted, I would notice I have like 20 some people on my friends list.
I've never had mine maxed out, so.
Neither have I. Anyway, yeah, that could be a problem.
Yeah, big
probably-
flaw.
Yeah, which is probably why it's in the brainstorming phase.
Mm-hmm. And it'll probably never get out of the brainstorming phase.
Yeah,
Because why would they reward trolls?
because they're funny.
Because you know that's exactly what'll happen.
Yeah.
You're a troll. Here's a reward.
You know, it'd be even worse if like the reward is like a little bit of extra, a little bit of Microsoft points,
Mm-hmm.
or like
Well,
credit.
yeah.
Well, Microsoft credit.
Yeah.
I can't say points because I got rid of the point system.
I fucking hate that too because the point system was so easy.
But now it's like PSN, where it's just an actual money account. And Nintendo eShop because it's an actual money account. It's not some arbitrary credit amount that equates to something.
Yeah, but okay. Microsoft points were universal.
Yeah.
No exchange rate, no nothing.
Now you have to do an exchange rate.
Yeah.
And now you have to actually get a card for that dollar value.
Uh-huh.
Which, depending on whether Battle Royale War 2, if I get it, has paid DLC, I might have to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Of course, it's not impossible to do that. I'd say not impossible. You just have to look in the right places, because I think Play Asia sells Japanese PSN cards. I think. If not, I know one, like, game store that deals with a lot of imports does sell Japanese PSN cards. And you can just get it emailed to you. You don't have to put in a number
Yeah.
or have it mailed to you. Which, that would suck to have a card mailed to you for no real reason.
Yeah, have the card mailed to you, put the code in, throw the card away.
Yeah.
Be one of those, damn, that was the most expensive card I've ever bought.
Yeah. Of course, I'm fine with getting the card as long as I'm actually paying that amount of that dollar value for the card. Unlike Amazon, where you pay like $35 for a $30 card.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
You pay more for the card than you're getting out of the card to begin with on Amazon.
Wow.
Because I was tempted just to pick up the eShop card on Amazon, but I'm like, nope! I'll have to go to GameStop and get it. Guess what? I paid $35 for a $35 card. Flat.
But you could have paid $40 for a $35 card.
Well, it's a good thing I got the $35 card because I thought I only needed $30, but no, taxes included on the eShop. So I had to pay $32 for Ace Attorney Dual Destinies instead of $30.
Jeez.
I didn't know there was tax involved on the eShop. So it was a good thing I did get that $35 card, or else I've been like, shit. Now I gotta go get another card. Just for $3, essentially.
Jeez.
So yeah. Yeah. Clark, you have any thoughts on any of this?
No.
Okay.
I guess
Second.
moving on to releases
Yes! Releases for the upcoming couple of weeks.
that I've got to pull up.
Alright.
Black
Well,
screen of death. No, just kidding.
Oh, apparently Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z turned out to be shit.
Oh.
Yeah, that shat the bed hard.
Dang it.
Infamous Second Son sounded like it went well, but yeah, that crapped out hard, like supremely hard.
Dang.
Oh well. All right. Starting on the 25th, as long as we're all good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. 25th. On PS3, we get Blaze Blue Chrono Phantasma. Yay, Blaze Blue. Also on the 25th, we get Lords of Shadow 2 Revelations for PC and PS3. I believe that's the DLC. The a la carte DLC. I believe. I'm not 100% sure on that. Also on the 25th for 3DS, we get Cut the Rope Triple Threat. Yay. I think I've seen a commercial that has that game in it.
Nah,
The what, Glock?
nothing.
Oh, okay.
I think he was answering me, but he kind of failed to realize that he could have done that in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Next up, Deus Ex The Fall on the 25th for PC. Yay. Also on the 25th on PC Mac and hybrid PC Mac, whatever the hell that thing is.
I still have yet to figure that one out.
What? If you list PC Mac, why the fuck do you need to list a hybrid? Isn't that repeating the same thing twice?
Probably.
The Diablo 3 expansion, Reaper of Souls, the digital deluxe edition specifically. But that will be out. Jet Tailfin Racers for the Wii U on the 25th for the kids, I guess. Looks like it's for the kids.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yep. On the 20th, oh goody, oh goody. Now
Oh,
people
that
on the
wonderful
PS3
piece
can
of shit.
experience. Yes, they can experience this. Rambo the video game on the 25th for the PS3. That wonderful lying piece of shit. I say lying because it looked like a first-person shooter. No, it's a rail shooter.
Like I
By
said,
the
that
way-
wonderful piece of shit.
I wonder if it will crash on the PS3 version because it
Probably.
crashes on the PC version like hard and randomly too.
Probably.
It is a piece of crap. Anyway. Alright, The Witch and the 100 Knight on PS3 on the 25th as well. Looks like an anime RPG? I don't know. I've never heard of this. Granted, going through releases on a bi-weekly basis makes me realize I don't hear about a lot of games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, it is. It's made by that same company that makes a lot of anime RPG games.
Well, that stands to reason.
Alright. On the 26th, we get Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends on the PS3. And we get We Sing UK Hits on the 28th for the Wii. On the April 1st, and not a joke, Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate Deluxe Edition on the PSN. So you can get Arkham Origins HD, I believe, essentially. Also on the 1st, MLB 14 The Show on PS3 and Vita. Ragnarok Odyssey Ace on the PS3, also on the 1st. The day after the 1st, on the 2nd, you get Arkham Origins Blackgate Deluxe Edition for everything else. So I guess first on PS3 on April Fool's Day.
Unless that's a joke.
I don't know. We're having an Easter egg hunt at Cleveland State, and that's not a joke, even though everyone assumes it is when I say it. Also on the 4th, Elder Scrolls Online. Hybrid PC Mac. Excuse me?
What?
The PC Mac, ignore the fucking hybrid. I don't understand hybrid.
Hybrid PC Mac. Hybrid PC Mac.
Yes.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I don't understand. Although apparently Elder Scrolls Online went over well for the beta. I only got to watch a little bit of it, but I know ElderGeek.com was doing a whole bunch of streaming of the beta. They have like 14 hours of footage. So if you really want to know how Elder Scrolls Online is going to be, check them out. They have all the footage you could ever want for Elder Scrolls Online. But yeah, that is everything. And the 4th will be the next time we stream. TGS, specifically. Wait a minute. Oh, okay, I went back a week. I was like, wait a minute. That should not be coming out then. That's already out. The 1010.2 HD.
Oh.
I'm like, that's out! I know somebody who's going to start a Let's Play of that. Because he likes it. So, I don't question it. So yeah, that covers releases. We get to move on to quick draws. Which, mine goes to a comic that is kind of dumb, but it's absolutely entertaining, and it's the best thing WWE I've watched in weeks, outside of old pay-per-views. It is WWE Superstars. Now, this is coming from the creative team of, let me pull this up real quick, Shane Ritchie's, Aletha Martinez, and the one and only, the hardcore legend, the master of the cheap pop, Mick Foley. To explain what this comic is makes it sound dumb. And it is. But it is entertaining in it. Essentially, take the WWE Superstars of how they are about a few months back in terms of WWE storylines. Put them into their own little city. Make sure they're in positions that are relative to their characters. So, like, John Cena's a cop. Christian is the captain of the police force, because Captain Charisma. Dolph Ziggler's a detective. Alberto Del Rio's a rich aristocrat that's running for district attorney. Randy Orton is a mob boss who's also running for district attorney. The McMahons are in charge of the city because, you know, they run WWE. Hornswoggle and Great Khali run a club called the Fandango. They just do. But you throw them all into this story about a missing $10 million that they call Money in the Bank. And it's a noir-esque story. And you run with it from there. What do I need to say more about this? It is entertaining as hell because it just goes, alright, we're just going to take these characters, throw them into the situation, and just run with it. And everyone acts like themselves. You have CM Punk as this anarchist, not really vigilante, but this anarchist, I'm trying to get the word for it, but I can't really think of it. But he's trying to free the city from the McMahon's influence. So he's trying to start up this whole rally to win over the citizens of the city. And he's like recruiting different people. He's recruited like Rey Mysterio, who's a masked vigilante. Literally, he's a masked vigilante. He's like recruited Big Show and Kane. He tried to recruit Undertaker, who runs a tattoo shop. He's just this legendary character that just runs a tattoo parlor. And you have Randy Orton trying to, well, do what he does, trying to get district attorney position. You have Cena trying to clear his name because he's been framed for this theft of the $10 million. So he's making deals with some not so good people to try to clear his name, but also try to get out from under the situation. But it's just interesting and cool, and it's like the best $9 I've spent. It's literally you can go on Comixology right now. You'll spend $9 for all 3 issues that are out right now. It's well worth your time.
Hmm.
And just as one last note before we move on, Daniel Bryan is fucking Batman in this comic. The man just like poofs away poofs away like no one else. He is Batman. It is awesome. Yeah, that's my quick throw for the week. Tommy, what is yours?
Mine is an article that I kind of ran across looking through the RSS feed. Apparently, GOG is following Steam's lead with supporting Linux. And there's quite a few points there in that article there about Linux. And it makes it makes sense there. Linux
Yeah.
has always been there, kind of sitting in the corner, letting Windows do whatever it does.
It's been the third wheel of the operating system. So it's like, I'm over here. Love me, please. Aww. Whereas Windows and Mac are like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you more, I hate you more. Murmur, 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 murmur.
Linux is just kind of sitting in the corner singing, "Why can't we be friends?"
So it's just like the console war. Windows and Mac are Microsoft and Sony,
Uh-huh.
and Nintendo is Linux. This shit was like, we're just gonna do our own thing. And those two are like, trying to stare
we
all
must
into
win.
each other.
No, we must win. No,
Yeah.
we must win. Okay, why does either one of you two have to win? Seriously. But this right here kind of is showing yet another group that has realized, hey, Linux might be able to do the stuff that Windows is struggling with. I think now the biggest thing is going to be not so much getting Linux in the spotlight because it's starting to get there. I think now it's going to be more getting all the distributions set up more. I'm using this term lightly here, but more like Windows. Okay. Right now, I know that anyone that uses Linux is getting ready to pull that pitchfork and torch out. Yeah. All I'm meaning by that is there are people that have come from Windows and it's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Back to Windows. That hole needs to be fixed.
I think I just heard someone scream out somewhere blasphemy. I'm just like, wait, what?
I cannot count the forum posts I've seen in all kinds of Linux forums. It's not just one group, it's all of them. You'll have one person. I want something to make it look like Windows XP. And then the whole fucking Linux community is like, why the hell do you want that?
Because I like the interface. Don't kill me.
That's why I'm like, yeah, I know what I just said. They're probably got someone with a pitchfork and a torch getting ready, but it's not. I want Windows in Linux. Hell no.
No.
No. I've had enough blue screen of death to not want that.
I blue screened my laptop on accident.
My freaking laptop has blue screened on me twice since the last time I reinstalled 7. Twice. Within like, what, 3 weeks? Yeah. No. I'm fine with saying screw you, Microsoft. But it's that whole, not a lot of people are used to Linux. So that's going to be what's going to hinder it. It's not going to be it's not going to have the games. It's not going to be it's not going to have the compatibility. It's going to be the people don't understand.
Yeah. Make it accessible.
And see, I think that comes down to Linux having to have root access for certain things. And when you get too far in depth into that, it does get confusing.
Because
If
what
you're
you're pretty much
if you're brushing the surface and maybe even going a little bit into it, it's not that bad.
you're pretty much getting into the programming of the computer, aren't you? At that
Pretty
point.
much.
Yeah. I had somebody refer to the internet button today in class. When describing Internet Explorer, the internet button. In my differential equations class.
Oh god.
I'm just like, could you please call it by the browser and not the internet button? This is not a TV show that has the generic internet button. Because that's what TV shows do. They don't say browser, it's just the internet button.
Yes, it just says internet and has a picture of a globe.
Yes!
It's
what
like, that's not what it
everything
is. Damn. Oh.
That slightly bugged me. Because I'm just like, you look like my age. You should know better. Just call it Internet Explorer.
But see, it's people like that that will never be able to use Linux because they barely can use Windows. I think there is a chance for growth because like Ubuntu and Mint, which both of those are listed in here,
Yeah.
both of those have a pretty user-friendly interface. Unless you want to try to get into the more complicated stuff, which I always seem to do, and then I wind up screwing something up. So
You get into it, and then you snap it in half in the process.
and then I'm sitting there for a few days trying to figure out if anyone else was as stupid as me and knows how to fix it.
Trust me when I say this, there is always someone who's done the same thing you have. You just have to look for it.
I don't know. I know with my past with Windows, I have had times where I will have Windows do something that I literally cannot find anyone else that has had the exact same problem. And it's
Okay.
like,
Have you had
damn.
Okay, have you had anybody blue screen a Windows 8 laptop because of the jiggling of a USB cord?
How the hell did you do that?
Fuck if I know, but that's why I always blue screen. Fucking USB cord jiggles enough, and it's like blue screen.
Oh, you want to know what my last blue screen was because of? My damn
Something stupider?
No, my damn video card was apparently not completely updated, and Flash broke it. Not a game, not videos, Flash.
Oh,
What
God,
the fuck?
I swear Flash recently has just been, like, it's just been the root of all issues. I swear. Especially with the, like, things I have a problem with right now. I'm like, it's Flash. It has to be Flash. There's nothing else in the world that makes sense. It has to be Flash.
The only thing I can think is they're trying to figure out Windows 8, which, let's put it this way, Adobe, you're not alone there. Everyone's trying to figure out what the fuck Windows 8 is. And it's just not working no matter what happens.
Yeah. Flash and Firefox, I think they're a root of two of my annoyances. One of the two, or a combination of both, where they don't like each other and they don't like 8.
I think it's a case of Flash, instead of doing the sensible thing and having a Windows 7 and a Windows 8 version, they're hell bent on trying to only have one version.
Although there's Windows 8 version. It's specifically labeled Windows 8 version.
And I guarantee to you it's the exact same fucking shit I'm dealing with, because I've had times where the problems you have are the problems I have. And it's like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah, Flash-based things not acting properly
Yeah,
for weird. Yeah,
yeah.
I have that problem.
Get the
It's like
random unresponsive script.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Firefox doesn't understand what the fuck it's supposed to be doing.
Although I thought yesterday that it was affecting YouTube now, because I couldn't get YouTube's videos to fucking play at all.
You know, I quit with the whole YouTube Flash videos. You know why?
Wow.
I got fucking fed up with Flash. I went to the... I told it to put me in with the HTML5 beta video thing. It's worked. So I screw it. I'm not going back to Flash.
Yeah, for whatever reason, a video would not play, just not start to play at all. It would just sit there and load endlessly. No error, no nothing. And of course, today I kept getting an error on the error video will not play for whatever reason.
Yeah.
First time I tried to open up a video, refresh it, oh, it's fine then. I'm like, it has to be YouTube or Flash or both.
Has to be.
Otherwise, I'm just not. I'm not dealing with this. When it comes to tech issues, I run myself around in a circle trying to figure out what the hell the damn issue is, and it's just, I can't fix it. That's what happens. I just run myself in a circle until I figure out, until I go, I can't fix this, can I? Nope.
But, yeah. I kind of hope that Linux does get the spotlight that it so longingly needed.
Yeah.
And I kind of find it funny still hearing about how people at Microsoft are highly underestimating the Steam box.
Yeah.
But I do have, I do kind of agree with one theory I saw. One in there, one thing I saw, and I can't remember exactly where I saw it, but they were basically saying that the main reason that Valve is doing what they're doing with the Steam boxes is to kind of keep Windows from wanting to control the whole gaming industry.
That's a good thing.
Which that makes sense, but look at how powerful Mac has came.
Yeah.
And look at how strong of a start Linux is getting.
Yeah.
So, I don't think it's so much that. I think it's that they're just trying to do their own thing and break away from everyone else. Which Linux is perfect to do that on. I mean, with Linux, you ain't got to worry about, has someone else done this? Because it don't matter. If you coded it, it's yours.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that.
Yeah.
My only problem is I have no experience with either of the other two. I don't have experience with PCs.
I don't have experience with Mac, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I've touched one Mac, and it was so outdated from what's out there now that it's pathetic, so I don't even consider that.
There's a Mac computer at Cleveland State that you can just go in and use, and I was confused for a second with the mouse because I thought I was holding it backwards, but no, I was holding it the right way. It was just sloped weirdly, so I'm like, am I holding this the right way?
I've heard that Macs are actually better for like video editing and stuff like that, but how I look at it, if I can't do it on a Windows, I don't need to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to admit right now, if I can't do it on a Linux, then try Windows. But if I can't do it on a Windows, screw it by that point.
Yeah. I've seen Macs and I'm like, why? Like the whole like with the how they set up the X, the change size of the windows and the minimize buttons just
Yeah.
seems weird to me. Like green, yellow, red lights. Really?
Although,
That's
although in all seriousness, some variants of Linux does stuff similar to that.
but the three lights.
Yeah.
That would bug the hell out of me. 'Cause I'm like, that is so just not. That doesn't.
The,
Like, what makes someone think that that would actually, like, oh, if I press the green button, it does something.
the only difference really though between Linux and how Mac is set up is Mac, if I'm not mistaken, aren't they? Isn't two of them inverted or something?
What do you mean?
I don't think it's the same order as it is on Windows, is it?
I don't think it is. I think it is flipped.
I
think the
know.
red
I
button's
know
on
at
the
least
left.
two of them are flipped.
Yeah.
And see, with Linux, it's still the same setup. So while it looks like Mac, it still functions like Windows.
Yeah. I just think that was like that would bug me and that would bug anybody that I'm teaching this to. It's just like the red light means you exit the program.
Yeah.
Like, why can't it just like go? Okay, here's a big red X. Here's a what looks like a window behind a window, and here's a bar. You could figure out from there what it means.
I've got to agree with you. Windows is smarter on that.
Yeah, because it's like three. We're not at a stoplight here, people. Because yellow light does not mean slow down to everybody. Just saying.
Now, some
don't
people,
slow-
that means comes to a dead stop, and then to others, that means hit the gas harder.
Hell, it for means it's like, okay, can I get through the red light? No, slow down. Yes, okay, roll through. Don't accelerate, roll through. I don't accelerate through a yellow light. I just roll through it.
You know as well as I do, though.
Yeah.
There's some people that yellow light, that means blow up and stop wherever you're at.
Yeah.
And then there's some people that yellow light, I can beat that. Gas pedal to the floor.
Yeah, for some people, a red light doesn't even mean stop. It's like, nope.
And stop signs are a suggestion.
Yeah.
I've seen that more times than I can count.
I've seen people, like, damn near want to run the red light. They just keep rolling up, just like, come on, change. And I'm like, look, if you're in that much of a hurry, fucking run it. You got clear view of this crossway. If you wanna go for it, run the sumbitch.
Yeah, it's not like video games and a magic truck's just going to come out of nowhere and smash you.
Yeah. And I think people are going to stop before they attempt to hit you because nobody wants to hit somebody.
No. Well, most people don't want to.
Yeah. Granted, just because you pull out in front of somebody and say thank you to somebody for stopping does not mean you are forgiven for pulling out in front of them. That goes to you, whoever pulled out in front of me in front of the damn Target parking lot. This woman backing out of her parking space as I'm rolling through the lane, going down the lane, backed up, didn't look my direction, mind you, until she was all the way back out. She looked at me, I think she mouthed thank you, and then went on and got somebody else pulled out in front of her. I'm just like, at least she said thank you. And then I laughed to myself as she got somebody pulled out in front of her. It's like, you deserve that. You went and pulled out from me giving no shits if it went me coming this way. Yeah. I think we're done for tonight.
Yeah, because I don't think Locke's got a quick draw.
Nah.
Alright. Well then, for Glock, for part of the show, and for Tommy, I'm Peace. Not everybody. We'll see you tomorrow for TGSR as we continue looking at Wizard.
Yes, the wonderful wizard.
Of Oz.
uh, as always, you can find the Gaming Saloon on our site at tgstgsr.dynds.org. Don't forget to follow us on our social medias, on Twitter by following at TGSaloon, on Facebook at facebook.com/thegamingsaloon, and on YouTube at youtube.com/TGSaloon. Also, don't forget about the mobile app. It will be updated after every TGSR with the archives for both TGS and TGSR. Till next time.